warm up.
Try to warm up a little bit. Another sea of I Run for Boston shirts. Woo! Now these terrific shirts. You can get more, of course.
Vamos, Ivan!
$20. Other places will go to One Fun Boston.
Vamos, Ivan!
Go online, NYRR.org. There it is!
For Boston on the top.
Oh, cógela.
Creative with that one. He took an orange hat and he put the sign on. Another little kid comes to know with the basket that says I run for Boston. Hands in hand, holding it.
You know, that is a good thing. You know, we're seeing a lot of kids out here today as well because, you know, kids that, you know, look at them, how can I help? It's like, you know, let's do this race together. Let's do this race together.
It really is true, and I guess that's why we have so many people, about 6,500 people running the race, because we see the
So Roland, you just completed the New York Roadrunners run here in Central Park. How many times have you competed this run?
This run, this is a 4-miler, and maybe a couple of times, 5-6 times. But the longer runs, I've done a lot of times. The marathons, half marathons, 10K. I've done that. I lost count.
How long have you been running for?
I've been running since 2005. Actually, I'm a cyclist, but since I changed, you know, work schedules, I have to change running.
So how long have you? First off, I want to ask you, where in the Philippines are you from?
I'm from Quezon City.
And tell me, did you run the Boston Marathon?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me about that experience.
Oh, it was, I don't know, it started as, you know, happy, where everybody was excited to run the marathon, and it ended tragically with a bombing, you know.
Tell me about, where were you when the bombing happened?
Actually, I just crossed the finish line. I just checked my time from the photos. They said that the bomb exploded at the 4:09 marathon mark, and I crossed the finish line at 4:02. So that means I was just 7 minutes off.
So I mean, you kind of do you feel like maybe that was God intervention, or?
Probably. Maybe someone's watching me up there, you know.
So tell me about the what was your first reaction like when you heard everything?
My first reaction was like, I was wondering what exploded. So what I did was I asked a volunteer, and you know, told him what was that explosion, and he said that it might be a manhole explosion. Then after a couple of seconds, maybe around 10 seconds, another one exploded, and I was like, something's not right. A manhole explosion is not like that. It's so loud, and everybody was panicking. There was commotion. So I was like gathering all my stuff, and I needed to be brought to the medical tent because I had tendinitis on my knees. I had to have it iced, and while at the tent, the medical tent, someone told us that we need to leave it. We need to evacuate the medical tent because they had to use it for minor injuries from the explosion. So while they were evacuating us, I've heard doctors talking, saying that 2 people died and a lot of limbs thrown all over the place. So I said, it's really, you know, it's really bad. If somebody died, it's really bad.
So I mean, tell me about finishing this race. I assume your first race since Boston, right?
That's my first Boston. I've been doing marathon since 2005, probably close to 20 marathons that I finished.
But this is your first one since Boston.
First race since Boston, yeah.
I mean, tell me about this experience being out here and everyone showing solidarity because the running community, I understand, is very tight. You know, tell me about that, finishing this here in the wake, and everyone showing fearlessness and going out there and not being deterred by what happened in Boston.
It's a good feeling, you know, seeing people happy, running all together, not really competing against each other, but just showing up for the race, supporting Boston. We're running for Boston, and we're showing them, the terrorists, that this is our way of our defiance. They're not gonna tell us when to run, not to run. Whatever they do, we'll keep on winning. They won't win.
And maybe I can get something in Tagalog. Marunong mag-Tagalog?
Yeah.
Alright, what I want to ask is basically same question. Tell me about that. I'm gonna say, naintindihan ko, but my speaking is not that good. Tell me about going out there in this experience, and after that experience, and being here and showing support for Boston.
Going this race?
Yes.
Masaya dahil marami kami at hindi lang yung karera ang pinunta namin. Ang ipinunta namin dito is sinusuportahan namin ng mga nasawi sa Boston. At ibig namin ipakita sa mga terorista na gumawa nito na hindi nila kami pwedeng sabihin kung kailan kami tatakbo at huwag kami tumakbo. We are free at hindi sila mananalo sa amin.
And last question in Tagalog, will you run Boston next year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just start by, just so I have it on record, your names and the spelling of the surnames. I'll start with the left.
Florian Cabuyao. I'm Val Molina. I'm Nadia Del Rosario.
And you just competed or completed the New York Roadrunners. Tell me how that feels, doing 4 miles.
It was great. It's actually just my second race, so it was great. I like running. I've been running since I think 2008, so this is one of the things that I like to do, and this is especially very special for me because it's this run is for Boston.
I feel great because this is my first time running. This is my first race.
So of course everyone's running here for Boston. Tell me about just the you know, the mood and the vibe. You know, everyone's showing solidarity by wearing "I Run for Boston" on their shirts. Tell me about that. You know, that feeling, know that you're completing something in the wake of such a tragedy.
Oh, I guess I'll answer for that. I was actually surprised that there are so many runners who ran this race. Because normally when I race, it's not this much, and especially in the wake of what happened in Boston. I have a friend, for instance, who said she actually has a race today, but she is not racing. She's scared of racing because of what happened in Boston. But for me, I prefer to run this because I don't want all the mummers to think that they have won by immobilizing us. So I run in solidarity with other people and to say that yeah, we're here together, rebuilding the community and running for Boston. Yeah.
Well, I guess since yung mga Pilipino really has to be solid, and let's say we want to have a solid community, I think running is a good way of starting and building a community together para mas mapapakita natin yung pagkakaisa natin bilang isang community. Yan.